chick, 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 chick. I'm getting my fingers. Look.
So, Lene, okay, so I see you have some chickens, so, okay, so what made you get them?
What made us get chickens?
Yeah.
We wanted to get chickens because someone brought us chickens once, or brought us eggs once, that from chickens that they raise, and the yolks were golden.
Okay.
Bright orange, and the whites were really strong, and that was about 5 years ago, and that really made an impact on us. We thought, wow, these are the best eggs we've ever had.
Okay.
So we just put it in our minds that one day we would have chickens.
Okay, so what do you feed them?
What do we feed them? Well, we used to get feed for them from the farm co-op, big, huge 25-pound bag. Just recently, there's a place in East Nashville that carries organic feed.
Okay.
And I want to show you something. Look at the combs on the chickens. See those pretty red combs?
Yes.
Well, when we were giving them the feed from the farm co-op, their red combs were kind of pink. And their combs are kind of a sign of chicken health. And when we switched to this organic feed, you can see there's some corn, different kinds of seeds in there.
Okay.
Their red combs turned bright red from pink. It just showed us that this was a healthier feed for them. And it happened within about a week after we switched feeds. So we've been feeding them organic feed. Look at them going for my fingers, and they like it. Burp, 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 burp. Listen to their noises. They have different noises that they make.
Okay.
That mean different things. Here you go, little girl.
Oh, okay, so what is their favorite food? Is it this organic feed, or?
Well, this is their everyday feed, but they love it if I bring them scraps from the chicken.
Okay.
I said from the chicken. If I bring them scraps from the kitchen, they love any of the scraps I bring. But it's interesting that I said chicken, because sometimes when we get those roaster chickens at the store,
yeah,
and we eat all the meat off of it, and I boil the carcass and get all the broth off of it,
yes,
then I bring all the bones out, and I put it out here, and those chickens will make the bones disappear in like 5 seconds.
You know something? I have never known for chickens to be cannibals.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yep. They'll eat a whole chicken carcass. They just don't seem to think about it. And they'll eat some of the eggs that they lay that aren't quite right. Sometimes they'll lay an egg that's not right. And then also, we call it chicken salad when we walk up and down the alley out here or in our yard.
Yeah.
And we weed the garden or pick weeds out of the alley, and we bring them big piles of fresh weeds. And we call that chicken salad because they love the greens.
Okay. So what are the different egg colors? Yolk, shell, white,
Oh, well, we have some, here are the eggs that we get. We have 3 different kinds of chickens. This really pretty green egg is from a chicken called an Araucana chicken. And like this multicolored one right here is an Araucana chicken right there. This one's a brown egg layer. That one we call an Henrietta. It's not the real name of the chicken, but see how it's kind of a pretty brown.
Yeah.
And then this one's a slightly lighter brown, if you can tell, but that one is from the Brahma. This is a buff Brahma. And we got
the one?
We got the buff Brahma because we think their heinies are so cute and fluffy. But look at this. This is kind of funny. Look how tiny that is.
Oh, wow. Now that is cute.
This is just a little funny egg that some chicken just dropped in the run. And we've gotten another one that was as small as this that looked like a kidney bean. So every once in a while we get a really funny egg. But these are the eggs. They're very beautiful.
Yeah. So you're saying about that different eggs come from different chickens. Can you exceed a few more facts on what kinds they are?
And what kinds of chickens they are?
Yeah,
okay.
Just a few more facts.
Well, I mentioned the Araucanas. The Araucanas are a breed that they call them designer chickens. I don't know why, but we had to mail order them. This is an Araucana chicken right here. This gold one. Matter of fact, that one back there is an Araucana.
Okay.
The buff Brahmas, these are very gentle chickens, and the reason why we got these, besides that we just like their fluffy hind ends and that they're very beautiful, they're a very mild-mannered chicken, and we wanted chickens that our kids could play with. So they're easy to hold and just very gentle, and these ones will want to sit on the eggs a lot and try and hatch them. They're just very motherly type chickens. Now this one over here, we call it a Henrietta, just because it's a funny name, but we got this one from the farm co-op, and it's called a sex link. And what it is the chicken that's bred so that right when it hatches out of the egg, you can tell if it's male or female. You usually can't tell if a chicken's male or female until it gets about 10 weeks old.
Okay. Okay, so have you ever gotten a double egg? Because I've heard some things.
Yeah?
About getting a double egg where there are two yolks and just one just one shell. Have you ever gotten one?
I have never gotten a double yolked egg from these chickens.
Really?
Although I've heard that there are certain chickens that are bred to always have double yolks.
Really?
And they sell those eggs to the restaurants a lot of times. But we've never had double yolked eggs. We've had these odd shaped ones that I've showed you.
Yeah.
And they did not have yolks at all. When
Really?
we've gotten odd
just
shaped...
white?
Yep, just white. No, I didn't crack the teensy round one. But do you want to come see where we get the eggs from?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Lots of flies. One thing about chickens I haven't been crazy about, but I'll go up here and you can come. This is our egg nest. And I was telling you about, she is wanting to hatch some eggs. So for about 21 days, she will sit even whether she has an egg or not. I can reach under her. You can reach under her and see if there's any eggs. You can reach right underneath if you want
Really?
to.
This is kind of...
Yeah.
Will you do it?
Sure.
Change the
I can reach under there. See if I can reach under her and get... Oh, there's one.
Okay.
These chickens aren't... There you go. So, just one egg today. The chickens are molting right now. See how there's lots of feathers?
Yeah.
There are not... If you look in the coop here, you'll see feathers everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Usually, there are not that many feathers in here, but this is the time of year where the chickens lose all their feathers, and they stop laying eggs. And then they'll look like bald, plucked chickens for a while. They'll look like they belong on a plate to eat.
I'd better see that sometime.
Yeah. In a couple weeks when you come, they'll be all bald.
Okay.
And they won't lay any eggs until they get all their feathers back.
Really?
Yeah, isn't she pretty?
So around this time is when you get deprived of eggs?
Yeah, we end up having to buy them at the store. She's a little upset that we're looking at her. See how her feathers are ruffled?
Yeah. I was wondering why she was like that.
Yeah. Have you ever heard people say, don't get your feathers all ruffled?
Yeah.
That's what chickens do. They pick their... She's got her feathers sticking.
Okay.
A lot of water. That's what helps them. If they don't get a lot of water, they won't lay eggs. It takes a lot of water to get eggs.
Okay, so how many? Okay, so how many eggs do you get normally at a time?
Normally?
Yeah.
Sometime when they're not molting and they're getting lots of water, we'll get anywhere from 5 to 7 eggs a day.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of them. It's really fun. It feels like Christmas. It feels like Easter. Because you just open up the egg nest and
okay, so how many chickens do you have, and in what order did you get them?
Well, remember that I was talking about the Araucanas and the buff Brahmas? Yeah. We got those. Again, those are what people call designer chickens. You won't get them at your local farm co-op, and we ordered those in the mail.
Okay.
And we got those a year and a half ago. And then about 6 months later, we went to the farm co-op, and we saw the cutest little chickies in there, and we couldn't say no, so we got 5 more.
Were those the yellow ones?
Mm-hmm. Those were This one right
The
here.
Henrietta?
Yeah, and we gave some of those away because you can only have so many chickens at a time.
Yeah, I think it's something like 6, right?
So we had a total of 10 chickens at once, babies, and we gave away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then and there was 6, total of 6.
Okay, so 6 chickens. 1, 2.
How is it that we have 7 left over and then we only had 10?
5.
I'm doing my math wrong here.
One more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we had 5, and then we got another 5, and then we gave away 3.
So you have 7.
So we have 7.
Okay.
And that was really funny math I did for you earlier, but it was all, I was getting confused.
Okay, so I've been hearing you talk about a rooster before.
Yeah.
So what happens if you get a rooster?
Well, when you order the chickens as babies, you have no idea if you have a rooster or not. If you get, unless you get one of the sex links that you can identify right out of the egg.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you don't get one of those kinds, then you have to wait about 11 weeks.
You have to take your chances.
Yeah, and then when we had a rooster, and that's one of the chickens that we gave away.
Okay.
And Neil and I were in our kitchen one morning, and we heard a chicken go, and we looked at each other, and we went, that sounds like a rooster. And then a couple days later, we heard that same chicken go, And so over the next few days, the chicken started getting its cock-a-doodle-doo, and then it got its whole cock-a-doodle-doo, and then we knew for sure we had a rooster. But it was the chicken that was generally larger than the rest of all of.
Okay, Lene, you're talking about roosters, so can you finish that up for us?
Sure. Well, we discovered we had a rooster, and then immediately the question was what to do with that rooster. It's hard to